Hello everyone, good morning and welcome back to the Hearthstone Arena. My name is Rooster and we're playing Paladin today. So Paladin makes me a little bit nervous, I will admit. Mostly because you are really dependent on getting some decent cards. I think... Well, Enhancer Mechano is probably the most fun card anyway, and I'm a little hesitant to just take a 9/9 for 9 or a 5/5 for 5. That might screw up your curve later. Could be pretty decent, I will admit, but does fit into more of a heavy curve deck, and I don't think Paladin is where you want to be with a heavy curve deck. Let's give it a try. So not too excited by Fang Creeper. I might just go with Elven Archer here, to be honest. Seems really bad against mages, but you can combine it with a hero power to provide 2 targets. I don't know about that. Maybe the Fang Creeper is just the best? Yeah, it probably is the best idea. Not too exciting, but not too bad either. Dark Skill Healer, not irrelevant. Although Strangleturn Tiger is also pretty strong. I think I'll go with that one. Stealth means you'll likely get at least a hit in. Redemption, as long as you can sort of direct your targets, it's not going to be too bad. Getting a decent 3-drop I think is better than... Paladins have a lot of decent 4-drops, so I think I'll prioritize 3s for now. Another 3, which is not terrible. Muster for Bell, a really good card. Okay, so we're doing fine on the 3 front right now. Fairy Dragon seems okay. Could go Spawn of N'Zoth. Doesn't seem ideal, but could combine reasonably well with some of what we're doing. I think I'll just go for Bloodfen Raptor now. I really don't like Secret Keeper. Let's go Waddling Ones, sure. I like the card enough. Blessing of Wisdom, at least it cycles, right? So far, not too terribly excited, but there are some good cards here. Defender of Argus seems sweet. How good is Seal of Light? I think I'll go with Argent Horse Rider. Murloc Knight is nice, alright. Spawn of N'Zoth here. More than enough 3s, I'm afraid. Let's go with Gadgets and Jouster, I think. Just to get some early curve out there. 6/6 for 6 is okay. Another 3. Too many 3s at this point. A little worried. But Dragon Consort, is that going to be? Yeah, I'm not taking more 3s. I'm going to need some 2s, I think. Sword of Justice, not bad though. Although it also costs 3. Yeah, we have some pretty good 3s, so might as well grab a Jeweled Scarab here. How are we in the mech department? We have 2. 2? Yeah, 2. I'll go with the Bloodfen Raptor. Just have something to play on turn 2 that's pretty decent. Could go Blessing of Might. I really don't like it, but if we can get some minions out on the board, it can trade up. Kind of like a Power Overwhelming, basically. That's probably okay. I really don't want to take a 10/10 for 10. That seems quite awful. And Tauren Warrior is not even... It's hardly a card. Wow. Let's take a Wisp. Yeah. Yeah, we're at that point. Ancient Brewmaster could be fine. This is such a binary deck. Could go for some late game with the Lay on Hands, although it's a really slow card. I don't like Big Game Hunter. Recruiter could work. Not terribly exciting, but no, it's just too weak as a 5/4 for 5. For 4 health. With a 5 mana body, I don't think, no, it's impossible to not take Lay on Hands here, I think. Bilefin Tidehunter, it's a 2-drop, that's good. We need that. Could go for Light in the Darkness, I guess. Although, yeah, South Sea Deckhand is not going to do a whole lot. Stand Against Darkness, not the biggest fan of that card. It could do some work, but no. Let's take a Light in the Darkness. I don't know how that will work out, but sure, we'll see. Seal of Champions is a good card, but I think I'll go with the Prophet, because that one seems pretty good. And final card, a weapon. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll take the weapon here. So just getting any weapon in the early game is going to be pretty good. Kind of light on late game. Maybe I should have taken the 10-10 over. What did we take over the 10-10? I don't really remember. Did we take Blessing of Might? No. I honestly don't remember what we took over the 10-10. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Not incredibly excited by this deck, I will admit. Our late game is really shoddy. Actually, it's really, really shoddy. We better get an aggressive curve here, because we're not going to crawl back in the late game. This is kind of what I was aiming at. Well, what I was hinting at when we started out as a Paladin. You really need some of the Paladin's strong cards: Blessing of Kings, Consecration, True Silver Champion, and we've got one Muster for Battle. That's our complement of strong Paladin cards here. Haven't got any heart removal. No Keepers of Uldaman, no Equality, no Alder Peacekeeper. So we need to curve out, and we need to curve out hard. This might work. We've got better 3s than the Spawn of the Zoth, though. So let's keep the double 2s, and that's a better 3. So I'm pretty happy with that. And Dragon Consort works with the Crusher, so that's something. I don't hate it.
Well met.
Let's go with the Balefin Tidehunter here. I'm a little scared of Fiery War Axe, as usual. I've been scared of Fiery War Axe and constructed a lot too, so yeah, this seems fine. Turn 2 armor up for our opponent doesn't bode too well, so I'm pretty happy with this. Could be running into a cleave, but that still does leave us with something on the board, and it only kills half a card in case of the Tidehunter, so yeah. I think we're pretty much just ignoring that. Well, we could run the Fairy Dragon in. I don't think I need to be really that scared of a Ghoul. Pretty sure he would have played the Ghoul if he had the opportunity, right? Sword of Justice isn't awful here either. Although that does allow us to clear the board, but it seems kind of weak right now. I'm tempted to just go with the Jungle Panther. And then trade into this. Then he trades this here, but then we trade the Fairy Dragon in, and next. What is our next turn if we Panther? Next turn seems rather weak for now, so I guess it's going to be kind of like Sword of Redemption, Sword of Justice and Redemption. I don't know about that, but it seems. Well, we could do it in the other way, I guess. So Sword of Justice right now. And Redemption next turn. At least we can Hero Power next turn. It counts for something. And I think we're just getting the face damage in here. Let's kill the 1/1 with the sword. Maybe the key to winning here is getting maximum value out of Sword of Justice. So maybe I should have just taken the free trade with the Fairy Dragon and not worried about the sword. I don't know. This 2/3 is surprisingly annoying too. Okay, well, sure. We can get a couple of 2/2s. That's probably best. And then next turn, Dragon Consort seems decent. Oh, we could have combined Sword of Justice with the Wobbling Ones. That's actually pretty cute. Do I prefer? Yeah, let's see what 3 mana card we get here first. Let me think. Blood Knight isn't awful. I'm not playing it this turn, and next turn I'm probably playing Dragon Consort. So this is a card I won't be using for a while. In that case, I'm going with the Regent. So trading here, and hero powering, because I really don't want a redemption here. So getting a couple of 2/2s against his 2/2, at least it contests the board, but yeah, our board was kind of weak to begin with. Not holding out here.
I have an axe to grind.
That is a pretty good card if I don't have an equality or anything. The Dragon Consort contested nicely though, so I guess that's okay in that aspect. Sure. It contests the board, and that's the best I could ask for here. Let's hope he doesn't have a large removal here. Or we could be in trouble. Let's see it.
I enjoy raiding.
Ooh, that's a problem. He doesn't have the hero power yet, and if the warrior has hero powering, then I guess I'm actually kind of okay with that. So what do we play to contest this? We actually kind of need to build a board. Redemption seems rather good here, actually. So this always happens, right? Redemption's not awful, and I guess that means we can Jungle Panther. Jungle Panther seems kind of awful since we don't have anything to play in conjunction. So I guess it's going to be Stranglethorn Tiger plus Redemption. Makes the Redemption rather strong since we're always getting at least a 5/1 with it. And as long as he doesn't have a Ghoul or another Whirlwind effect, that's pretty good for us. So he's gonna test for secrets. He's not hero powering, so that's good. That means we can actually trade in. That seems pretty sweet. That actually seems pretty sweet. We can't. Well, if we defend her, we can trade this in. But that does leave everything at 1 health, which is a little awkward. The 1 health is a little awkward regardless because of the hook. Kind of unfortunate. Unless we taunt up, which is not the worst idea. We could also bounce something back to hand. I don't know about that. I think we're just making this trade. The redemption is going to be awkward regardless, right? Yeah. Oh, I actually like this plan. So we're playing this. And then taunting up this one. So he's not able to easily kill that with the board. And the only thing he can really immediately kill is the tiger. Which probably involves the minions he has on the board. So that's pretty cool. And even getting a stealth tiger with... He's even sacrificing that one. Wow. Well, I guess it would mean... I can't say I agree. Can't say I agree. So we could trade here, get rid of the golem. That's probably okay. I would be brings us down to 1 health, but that's fine. If I get my tiger back, I'm perfectly okay with that. So let's go with this. I'm putting myself in a bit of danger with regards to whirlwind effects, but this is probably the best time to develop the wobbling winds, so that's fine. Let's see what he kills to trigger the secret. It's probably going to be one of the beasts, and that either one is really good for us. Getting redemption on the stealth target is pretty awesome. Okay, so let's hope for no whirlwind effect right now. Oh, that hook hurts right now. It hurts. So yeah, that means we're in a pretty good spot, I would say. And no whirlwind effects from him means I'm actually going to hit in here. I kind of want to... Yes. I kind of want to just get this killed and get the value immediately. But he wasn't going to win that game. That was a pretty strong redemption play. I liked it. Tiger is quite a hero, and the Jungle Panther too. That was really meaningful. So yeah, grabbing the board early is going to be important, and a warrior hero powering on turn 2 is really, really weak, especially if your opponent has a 2-drop and a coin into 2-drop. Yeah, that's painful. Alright, a druid. Let's see what kind of druid we are up against here. Going second again, that means all of these cards have to go. All of them just have to go. Don't want to see him again. Getting a 1-drop early could work. Not having high hopes, but it's going to be so bad if it doesn't. I'm just throwing away a card if it doesn't trigger. I don't think I can do that. I can muster next turn and then, or I could coin Sword of Justice and then muster. Oh, but muster is so bad with Sword of Justice. Wait, but where did I see a muster in my hand? I don't even have a muster. But I can Sword of Justice and then muster into Gadgets and Fairy Dragon. That's probably okay. Let's just pass here. It's really weak, but it does something, and something's better than nothing. I would assume. I would assume that's still to be true. So yeah, maybe I should have just tried with the Jouster, but this way we can at least get some decent value out of it. Not using the sword here, I don't see a particular need to do that. He's curving out quite well, so I'm a little worried right here. I am a little worried here. He's going to get some pretty good trades, but at least we can try and kind of catch up here. Really hoping for this Joust. Yeah, it did work. Okay. So he's getting a double buff, that's pretty sweet. Fairy Dragon's getting a buff, and that means we're probably just killing the Imp here. And that could do some work. That could actually do some work. We're losing a bit of health here, but that's okay. I think this was going to be the way for us to catch back up. But my opponent seems to have a pretty strong curve himself, so yeah, not looking too good. Of course, our health total is not all that relevant when you're looking at the zombie chow that was on the table. Are we going for Jungle Panther? At least it can trade into the Dark Iron. Not the biggest fan of that, but sometimes you kind of just have to. It gets buffed twice though. That's actually pretty funny. We could go for Argent Horse Rider into this. It's also not that bad. We could even draw a card with it, or develop the Redemption, which is also... I think I actually like that one. Getting rid of this thing, I think is valuable enough, and do we want the Redemption? Well, I guess I kind of made my choice already. So let's kill that. I was considering the Blessing of Wisdom just to draw a card, but yeah, then I already attacked and it was no longer an option. I still think the Redemption is the better option here. He's checking for Noble Sacrifice, which is not the case. Kind of wasting 2 mana here, so that's pretty good for us. And he's now realizing the folly of his ways.
Don't worry, Rose. The cavalry's here.
Because that's just going to trade right back in. That was a pretty good redemption, I will say. That turned out to be pretty decent. In that case, I think I'll just draw a card. Kind of forces into hero power again next turn, so that's kind of okay. I don't think Harvest Golem really does too much right here, so we'll go with the Panther. Yeah, would have liked a 2-drop there to combine with the hero power, because the hero power is actually decent whenever the druid does not have whenever the druid has more than one target. That was a pretty good bomber for him. I probably would have done the same, but it was by no means guaranteed, and it would have meant quite a weak turn for him if he didn't hit that one. We could go for the old Death Rattle team here. How do I feel about that? I don't know. The Harvest Golem trades rather weakly into the Viola, or the other 3/3. But oh, he used that to ramp. I think he used this to ramp. Interesting. We could also develop a 6/6, which is probably better than both of the 3s, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that. Do we want to trade into... Well, Viola could run out of hand if he... I guess we kind of have to trade into the Viola. The risk of him having a Mark of the Wild or something is just too great, and we are pretty wrecked if he has that. Oh boy, that's also a card. Well, at least we can trade into it. He's going to trade both of his 3 attack guys into that thing, isn't he? Yeah. Not much we can do about a Kodo Rider right now. That's actually really troublesome. All we can do is just throw stuff out on the board, I guess. Best we can do. That is not the order I should have done that in. Oh boy. How can we salvage this? I was purposely thinking about the thing returning something to hand. And then I did it in the wrong order anyway. We could force some awkward trades, but that's not really... Well, let's force him to trade into the Golem first. Kinda just waste his time. He wants a hero power anyway, though, so maybe not the best option. So yeah, the Brewmaster would have been the better option, definitely. That's disgusting. Kodo Rider when you're ahead on the board is such a beating. Such a beating. Ouch. So let me think. Do we Brewmaster and then Argus? That gives it 6 attack, 5. 5 is awkward enough. 5 health. 5 health is decent. It's better than nothing. And we'll have to settle for better than nothing at this point. If he has a spell to benefit from the spell damage, that's really... Well, if he has any spell whatsoever, then that's pretty much game over for us. I don't have a way to crawl back on this board. He's just getting a Kodo every turn. Well, we'll check out our next card, but I don't think we can do anything here. Nope.
The victory is
that is dirty. I'm not sure whether he had the Starfire in hand anyway, right? So the Starfire would have killed the Brewmaster anyway, and I don't know whether we could have won that game. Maybe no, he just had the Zombie Joe start. I don't think our cards are good enough to to beat his cards. That's just the sad truth. A really slow start didn't help. Really slow start against the Zombie Joe start is tough.
Uther,
You really have to get on the board, and if you don't, then
The hunt.
there's very little you can do.
Fight with honor.
I'm gonna need some early game, but the Nerubian Prophet seems nice. I don't want to keep any of these other cards, although the Redemption does combine well with the Nerubian Prophet, I will say. So we could coin into sort of Justice and then Nerubian Prophet for a 5/5 on turn 3. Not playing anything here, because I don't have anything to do next turn. Although Hero Power against the Hunter is not embarrassing. Would not have ended well, so I think I'm satisfied with this result. Could go for either the Sword of Justice or the Argent Horse Rider, but I really like the Sword of Justice here because it deals with the Loot Hoarder. And gives us a 5/5 next turn, or a 3/2 charge with Divine Shield, which is also quite a decent combo, actually. Don't hate it. And Hero Power turn 3, that's a beating. Do I want to... Well, I'm kind of wary of running into Deadly Shot here, but the Horse Rider is a decent... What could he have for next turn? Do we really need a 5/3 stealth for that? We can... Well, if we can't deal with it with a 3/2 charge, then a 5/3 stealth might do the job, right? So I think we'll go with this one. The Nerubian Prophet can be saved for when we... For either when we don't have a great play to make on the turn. I don't have to attack into this, right? I can just play a 5/5 here, and that'll still be fine. One tiny problem is that whatever we play along with it will die to the 3/5, but I think that's a price to pay. We can also Hero Power, actually. That actually seems terrible because we don't have a lot to go along with it. We could just go for double Bloodfen Raptor, actually. What do we do next turn? The next turn we have another 2 drops, maybe a Hero Power.
Let me think.
I actually don't hate, just... It's kind of weak against multi-shot. Am I really worried about multi-shot right now? Not really. Not really. Are we attacking face? Yeah, he's not going to attack into this. I think I'm reasonably fine with that. If he attacks into the Bloodfen Raptor, we can just face check the Berserker here. So that's perfectly fine. Fiery Bat doesn't seem particularly impressive until you play a Handmaster on it, I will admit. That seems like a decent turn for him. And a little dangerous for us to trade our stuff into, but that's what the Argent Horse Rider's for. We do lose the 1 damage on our weapon right now, but this is efficient enough that I would be willing to take the risk. Do I want to play another minion first before triggering the bat? I don't think it matters for most of our stuff. And I think we can play the aggression game here. This seems entirely reasonable. And I think we do want to play, for example, a Raptor. Sure, just to get some tempo in. If the ping hits the Raptor, that's fine. If it hits basically anything else, that's also fine. I'm tempted to hit face here. And I think we can actually do that, because our trades wouldn't be great. I guess I can take this one. I'll take this one and go face with this. That still makes it reasonably likely that we can play a 9/9 next turn if we get to hit face with one of the 5s or with both of the 3s. Then we do get a 9/9 for next turn. So unless he has another removal spell that hover, if he uses hover to trade, that's still okay with us. So he kills a 3, he kills a 5, that means we get to play our 9/9, so that's good. And we also get to trade, well, that Berserker is starting to get a little awkward. Maybe we should trade into that. Sure. Actually, do we? We can just hit him for 8 here. Force him to make the trades. He doesn't appear to have a great answer. I am such an idiot. I am such an idiot. I have played with this card in Constructed. It was not glowing yellow. Why am I such an idiot? I don't know. Nice explosive trap, explosive shot placement. I like it. I like it. I'm such a professional there. There's the deadly shot, so I played around that. Played around that nicely. Good job me. So yeah, that makes stuff a little more awkward. Guess we'll have to flood, and well, we can still turn on the aggression. Getting the extra damage in here, and I guess the 9/9 didn't matter because it was going to get deadly shot anyway, right? If we didn't make the trade, it would have ended up even worse. We could have traded both, and it wouldn't have mattered either. So I guess it's all fine. In the end, it didn't even matter. So let's see what we've got here. He's got some pretty awful cards, but that doesn't really matter if we have to trade anyway. He gets to trade the 2/1 into our 3/2. Am I okay with that? I would be okay with that, sure. Not much we can do about that. Let's draw some cards.
Push forward.
So we will have no board left, but our opponent will be at 10 life. He's grabbing the initiative, but we have some cards to get back on the board, I think. That is a really slow card. That is a fast card, and that will, in combination with the 4/1, kill us in short order. So that is kind of troublesome. I will admit. Let's see if we can get an Argent. Oh, we can't get a defender out because we do have 2 minions. Never mind. Forget I said anything. I do want to play the Argent Lance this turn, so I guess that means we're playing Bilefin, Defender, Argent Lance, and Redemption. Redemption feels kind of bad. Though it does revive the taunt. That's actually rather good. Let's see if we make this one. No. That's actually kind of funny. But we're making... Yeah, it's still fine. It's still fine. So playing this, and it will revive the taunt most likely, which is actually kind of funny. So sure, I'm okay with this. This might even give us... Oh, of course, the other one also has taunt right now. So he's likely to trade the 7/7 into the 3/2, or well, Hover is kind of awkward here actually. Okay, well, he's got some pretty good cards in his deck, but we do have the tempo advantage here. We don't have a Consecrate to punish this. That is actually really unfortunate. I would definitely attack with the 1/1 first, and if this were Noble Sacrifice, you would be a sad panda here. So what do we do? What do we have here? We have we have 4 damage. Let's not kid ourselves. How much damage does he have? He has 9, 16, 22 damage exactly. Alright, let's discover a card in that case. This does not save us. Are we dead? He's got 9, 16, 19... Wait, can I not count? This is 12, 16, 19, 21 damage. So he can't kill us here. These cards suck. Wow. I'm taking the one that's awkward to deal with, right? Yeah. So, what do I hit?
Quickly.
What do I hit? Do I hit face? I don't know. I think I hit face. I only have one out here, and that is hitting face. Oh, please don't. Please don't. You dirty, dirty, dirty internet connection. Stop messing with my heart like that. So we force him to either have lethal, which we triple counted. He does not have lethal, he's one off. So either he has 1 damage in hand, or he has to clear our board, which is going to be pretty awkward for him. Right. And we still have... Do we have any direct damage in our deck? That's... Now there's a question. There's a question. I don't know about that. He can't clear all of this. So we have 3 damage. He did basically no damage to us, right? Oh. If only I had lethal.
By the holy light. The battle. The battle.
If only I had just top deck lethal. Ooh. I forgot I even had that card in the first place. That was really greedy. Why on earth did he not clear 1 more minion? Why on earth did he not clear 1 more minion? I could understand if he attacked face with one of the big guys to set up absolute lethal for next... Well, he had absolute lethal for next turn. Even if I had equality... I had to top deck at exactly 3 damage. Well, 3 damage or above, I guess. So a Blessing of Kings, a true silver champion. One of the 3 power weapons. Are we in? We're in. Okay, good, good. I will cut it off after the next game, actually. I don't have high hopes for this deck, but a second episode would be nice still.
Fight with honor.
These are not cards I would like to start out with, so let's throw everything away. And just praise Yogg, I guess. Well, that's a 2 and a 3. That's not half bad. And a Ruby and Prophet too. So that's another 3, basically. That is another 3. Or half of a 4 if we keep it for 1 more turn. Which is... No, it's also quite serviceable.
Well met.
And there's a 5, so we're making progress here. Let's see what this mage can bring to the table. I'm starting to like the prospect of next turn muster for battle. Ooh, Argent Lance is not awful either, but I can just hero power and force her to hero power in return. So I don't have to do the lance right now. I can do the lance on 4 in combination with the Nerubian Prophet. I don't hate that. You can just hero power this down. And either force her to hero power in return, which is kind of inefficient, and that lets me grab the board with the muster for battle, so that's good. Oh, I don't want to Argent Lance if I muster for battle next turn. Well, then we've got a decent weapon to follow up with, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty decent. That is a pretty good start. So next turn, most likely Nerubian Prophet plus Bloodfen Raptor, unless we get a better option, or we really need to deal X damage to whatever creature comes down. If she plays a Flamewaker coin something, then I could see myself needing to do 2 damage to that. Actually, if she Flamewaker coins some things, then most likely all of my dudes are dead, so it doesn't really matter too much. That is something I can see myself dealing some damage to. Unless I can also just flood the board, start going face, and kill it next turn. I can just kill it next turn after after something else comes down, I think. There's no real reason to panic and do it right now.
The battle!
Since I have another weapon in hand, I don't feel too bad about hitting face here. Because I'm unlikely to have 3 more targets that I would really need to deal 1 damage to. And I can see myself needing to deal 2 damage reasonably quickly. So let's see what she's got here. As long as it's not an arcane explosion, I think we're in a pretty good spot. And that's an excellent spot for the 1/1s to shine. So I don't hate that. Well, for example, if she trades the 3/5 into the 3/2, which is not unreasonable. I could also make use of my final 1/1 token and just leave... yeah, I think I prefer that. So, hit. That's my board and my weapon. And that means I can play the Dragon Consort. I could also use the weapon and the Jungle Panther to preserve 1/1. That could actually be valuable. It is a little weaker on the curve, but it does... It does make use of the 4/1 that's frozen right now, because she basically has to ping that, and then I get to preserve a 1/1 on the field. Do I value that over... I think I do value that. Yeah, I think I do. I think I do actually value that. Let's do this. We even won the joust, that's pretty good. It wastes the 2 charges on the weapon, but I think that's... Actually, it's the same, right? We're preserving a 1/1 on the field, but well, we do have a better weapon in return. I was thinking having a 1/1 on the field and having a 1 strength weapon is basically the same. So she's basically obliged to take this one, and then that's slow, but I can see where she's going. So I think it's going to be Dragon Consort here, right? We can't squeeze in the light in the darkness, no. I mean, we really don't want to redemption here. Although if she hero powers, am I okay with that? I'm not really okay with wasting a redemption on a 1/1. There will be better opportunities. For example, when all my low-cost minions on the field are dead. How did that cost... Oh, that's my next dragon, of course. I was really confused there for a sec. We can take the decent trades here. Let's discover a minion first and see if we get something big. Well, I guess that qualifies as something big. I'm not terribly excited about this, as you may well be aware. Are we going face here? I think we're going face here. The 3/6 actually holds the fort decently well. Am I scared about Flame Strike? The 5/5 survives the Flame Strike, the 3/6 survives the Flame Strike. I think I'm fine with that. I'm not throwing in the Fairy Dragon, though. I could consider making a trade here, but... I think the pressure is more important right now. I'm even going to attack phase here, because if any of my minions survives, read she does not have a Flame Strike, then we are in a pretty good spot, I'd say. There's a Forbidden Torch, okay. Basically has the hero power in conjunction with the 5/5. To kill that, and then send the 3/4 into the 1/1. Alright. Trades the 5/5 for the 5/5, and now we can grab the board again. We can be reasonably sure that she does not. We have 3, we have 5 damage right now. It's not good enough. We can trade the 1/1. and then get a redemption on either of these? We cannot. We can actually not get a redemption on either of these because we don't have the mana to do that. We can weapon into this and then get the 1/1 out. Is that going to be valuable? I don't know. Oh, it's a 7/4. That's actually really dangerous. Okay, in that case, let's do it like this.
Reporting for duty.
She basically has to kill the 7/4 here, right? If any minion survives, we are in a pretty good spot, so I think I'm okay with this. If she has a Flame Strike, she would have used it last turn. She really would have. She's getting way too low for comfort. So let's see what she has. If this is a Frostbolt, that's still not good enough, right? She has 8 mana. She doesn't have the mana to deal with the 7/4, I think. Even if she kills the 7/4 and somehow kills it again, maybe with an Arcane Missiles? No, Arcane Missiles doesn't do the job. She would need Ice Block or something. She can freeze it, alright, but that still gives me lethal with the Horse Rider.
The cavalry's here. The battle. The battle. Well played.
Alright. Yeah, I guess this is the way we're going to win our games. we gotta get onto the board and not let go, because we're not gonna do it otherwise. Alright, well, that is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and let's see next time how far we can take this deck. I'm curious myself. Alright, see you soon.